Thank you. Step up your game with Avera Orthopedics, the official sports medicine provider for Brookings High School athletics. Expert supports your every move with technology, orthopedic care, and sports medicine. Make your move to Avera Orthopedics. Visit avera.org/orthopedics to learn more. The Spartans have won the coin toss and have elected to receive the opening kickoff. The Bobcats will kick and defend the north goal. The Sophomores' kickoff is handled at the 15 by Brady Hartwig. Tackle made by Gavin Fixon of the Bobcats. 18-yard return.
Bobcats
We begin first down and 10 from their 33.
Spartans Bobcats. Battle of number 1 versus number 8. Spearfish is hoping to have some success in this game. And you know, Cash, I think the main thing that's going to happen for them is they're going to have to rely on their freshman quarterback, number 12, Seth Hamilton.
Hamilton coming out here in the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left, and a back in the backfield with him. He steps up, quick pass, quick snap out in the flat to number 10. Behind the line of scrimmage, chopped down the play by number 3, Gavin Fixon, the junior stand-up for the Bobcats, making a play there to put the Spearfish Spartans behind the chains right away to start this game. Interesting call there by the Spartans to rely on the arm of their freshman quarterback first play.
Yeah, it was a little bit, and I think the quick passes are some things that will build some confidence for him.
Next play, Hamilton steps out. It's gonna do a quick huddle up offense there, quick hurry up. Steps out, throws a quick pass to the right flat, nothing doing. Has his running back in the wheel route there, was not even looking. So just like that, 3rd down and 14 from the Bobcat 29-yard line. This is the first quarter here. We're at 11:28 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats and Spartans tied up here 0-0 first round playoffs. Here we go, 3rd down and long. Hamilton stepping back, looking, rolling to his right, pressured by Longville. Hamilton's going to escape that, looking for somewhere to go. Down the field to his coaching staff, out of bounds. And it was a pass dropped by the coaching staff there, so to tap it off. 4th down and long for the Spartans. A good stop there right away to start this game by this Bobcat defense, who I think right now the main thing tonight, Otis, is going to be how sharp can they and what can they do to grow in this game. In a game where everyone's picking against the Spartans, can you, number 1, win the game? And number 2, can you maintain that little sharpness these next couple weeks? Because when you're winning like you do, complacency is a real thing.
It is, and you know, I think the Bobcats will. I mean, they started off hot here in the first drive by Sturgis, and It looks like here we go on the punt return.
Keegan Fields to the 30-yard line, down to the 20, 15, 10, jukes and falls at the 7-yard line. And correction, that's not Keegan Fields, that is Hunter Gray, the standout speedster filling in the absence of Cole McCune. I did not mean to take that play away from Otis there. My apologies, Otis.
No.
But a great start by the Bobcat defense, echoed by the punter team of the Bobcats. And just like that, Bobcats in red zone territory. Junior quarterback Jackson Bowes leading the offense out there. No better start than for the Bobcats right now.
Oh, gosh, it looks like the snow's falling a little bit. I didn't think that was in the forecast today.
You know, man, it's 2020, man. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Here we go. First down and 10 from the Bobcat 7-yard line. Bowes under center, on pistol with Brant behind him. Handoff to Burr off the right side. And Burr is going to pressure, power his way in. That's a Bobcat touchdown. Josh Burr for 7 yards out to make the score 6-0, just like that. Bobcats on top.
59 seconds into the game, Cash. The Bobcats are already up 6-0. It's probably going to be 7. And, you know, I think if Sturgis is going to stay competitive in this game, the thing that they need to do is to stop the big play. And I'm sure that their coach was harping on that in regards to the Bobcat offense, Cash. But it happened on the special teams this drive.
It did happen on the special teams. Extra point is up and good from Theosidopoulos. We're not going to go to break here. I want to make mention for those of you listening on the live stream, the Bobcat live stream right now, it is only me in the live stream you're hearing. Otis, unfortunately, does not have a mic, so we're going to work on that hopefully in the next round of the playoffs, hopefully get him a mic for the live stream.
Maybe for the finals.
The Noopinator, the Noop Dog, the Noop Master, Mr. Brad Noopin here, the IT guy for the high school. But if you're listening to K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcat Sports Network, it's Otis and Cash here live at Dana J. This is the Bobcat Sports Network. Bobcats playoffs first round against the Spearfish Spartans. The number 1 Bobcats coming in undefeated against the 0-8 Spartans here in the first round of the playoffs. Bobcats up quickly 7-0 after a great defensive start to the game, forcing a punt by the Spartans. Big punt return by Hunter Gray down to the 7-yard line, and Josh Burr did the rest, running from 7 yards out to make the score 7-0 with less than into a minute in the game. Great start for the Bobcats here. I think the big thing today, Otis, besides staying sharp, is can they work in the weaker parts of their game? And there's not been really weak parts of their game this year. First couple weeks, everyone thought Jackson Bowes was going to be that. He's turned into having a great year, an all-state quarterback type of year. Their defense looks really, really good. The running backs look really good. Depth has looked really good all year long. Can they maintain that as Jackson Hoffman makes the tackle on the kick return? Bobcats looking fired up and sharp, and here comes their defense back onto the field, running that 4-3 defense here. Four down linemen, 3 linebackers playing course of the line of scrimmage, and man covers on the outside. Noah Bayer, Gavin Fixon, the Bear Island, and the Fixon Resort. And obviously those reservations are only made for certain times of the year. And then Jackson Krogan and Keegan Fields at safety. No better defense in the South Dakota high school football scene than these guys.
Yeah, these guys have really caused pressure, wreaked havoc, had interceptions. I mean, done everything that they needed to do. Game in and game out for the Bobcats this season. It looks like Sturgis is actually starting to drive on the 25-yard line, and before the first play, they take a out.
I think a nightmarish start for Sturgis is a great way to describe this. I just got a text from a listener, Bruce Kreitner. He said that he can hear Otis extremely good in the live stream. So
that's awesome.
This is a positive development here. Mr. Noopin is the Noop Dog is coming out hot here in the first round of playoffs time. He had to turn up a notch. I know he looks freshly shaven and nice. So shout out to Brad Noopin. For those of you listening to the live stream, when I cough, it's because this time of year I get really bad allergies. And, as I've said before, but just to reinforce that I am not COVID. I'm drinking lots of water and orange juice and doing all the things. Mountain Dew as well, and Jack's Pizzas at home when I get home. I'm really hungry right now. But we're all good to go here. First down and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 25-yard line. Hamilton, the quarterback, the freshman quarterback for the Spartans, steps back, hands off a dive play there to the running back, who's shot down for a loss of 1 by a combination of Kyle Bauer, the senior, the nose tackle, and Wes Caney. Kyle Bauer's an interesting story, Otis. He was a center on the start of the year, had to sit out a couple games due to some sicknesses, came back and is now playing defensive tackle for the Bobcats and has proven to be a contributor there. Talk more about him in a second here. Second down and 11 from the 24. Hamilton steps out, dive, same play again, same result, nothing doing. Bobcats Harden and Nordsey combining on the tackle there to bring up a third down here and 10, maybe 11. Otis, what have you seen from the Bobcats so far?
I see the Bobcats defensive line and linebackers are dominating the front 5 for Spearfish. I didn't want to say Sturgis, for Spearfish. And you know what I think for Spearfish to have success now, they're going to have to try to get to the edge. They're going to have to try to get on the outside of things and hopefully make some plays. And the Bobcats almost make a play there.
Speaking of play, that was a near disastrous play for the Spartans. Hamilton steps back, goes a swing pass up the flat to the running back. Running back bobbled the ball, and the Bobcats almost had themselves a little gift from the Spartans here, but no dice. 4th down and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 25-yard line. In the punt for the Spartans will be number 11, Derek Webster, to kick this ball away to Hunter Gray, who's obviously proven so far today he is a dangerous weapon.
Yeah, he has, and I really like to see that kid be successful out here on the field. And that doesn't look like he's going to be able to return it. Bobcats are calling for a fair catch, and they're going to get it on the Spearfish side of the 50.
Spearfish side of the 50 is correct. So let me just really quick pick the picture here, paint the picture. Bobcats 7, Spartans nothing here with under 10 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats have looked sharp so far, no rust at all. Still playing at a high level in the playoffs. I know the nerves were one thing people talked about with the lack of experience in this Bobcat team. Can they counteract that? Because obviously nerves do play a real part in playoffs.
They do, but I don't think those things will be humming tonight. I'm thinking maybe in weeks to come, even next week, against the Sturgis Huron winner that we had aforementioned. If they make it to the state championship, obviously, but not tonight. 1st and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 37-yard line. Bose motion man in his field. Bose is going to roll to his right there. Has someone wide open downfield. He overthrows Nordsey. It's like Bose. I think what happened there, typically a young quarterback here, he has 2 wide open players. He started to look at the short one and then saw the long one, tried doing both. It's kind of a weird release there. Completely missed 2 wide open players there. He did, and Max Struck was just waiting for it, kind of like maybe that friend that's waving for you from outside the bus, the bus that you ride on a daily basis.
Or the pretty girl down the road that you don't have a chance with.
Yeah, maybe that too. Waiting for the ball, and Jackson Bowes made a little mistake there.
2nd down and 10 from the Bobcat 37-yard line. Under 10 to go here in the first quarter. Burrow, the motion man. Bo's going to do a fake sweep. Buck play to Fields. Fields is going to cut back there to the 30-yard line. He's got some speed. He may go in the crease. 20, 15, 10, 5, and knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Is Fields there? That Buck play we talked about in the pregame show being so lethal to teams. Burrow, the motion man, goes one way to the right side, and Fields is coming back to the left side. And it's basically just a kind of a reverse play in a way. It looked really, really good there.
It did look good, and I think what really is the key to that play is faking that toss, really selling that pitch to Burrow. And like we said in recent weeks, obviously the Bobcats rely on Burrow from time to time, but he also makes a really great decoy.
1st and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 11-yard line. Bowes hands off to Burrow off the right side, and Parker Thibault leading the way. He may go 10, 5, Bobcat touchdown. Josh Burrow rumbling in from 8 yards. That one makes a score 13-0 with your extra point coming. Bobcats rocking and rolling.
They are rocking and rolling. The offense is really, Cash, I really think it starts at the line of scrimmage. That's the reason that they have success, that they're able to
that was loud.
Have success and are able to get positive yardage, play in and play out. And again, that's why the defense is having early too. They're dominating the line of scrimmage. Those guys, we're talking Parker Theobald, Davis Engen, Brock Longville, Perry King, guys like Matt Nordmeyer, Mason Cranford, Daniel Klug, all those players, all those linemen, they don't get enough credit. They're the type of guys that are the ones that can really change how the game plays out. And so far, in this first 2.5, 3 minutes of this game, that's what we're seeing, where teams dominate is it starts at the line of scrimmage.
One thing I'm going to ask you, Otis, so if you want to do me a favor here while I'm talking, you want to go turn down the thing behind. I think we're getting some feedback from that. But I want to mention here for folks listening at home, the Bobcat defense has not allowed a point in the last half a month. In the last, I believe, 3 months, they've allowed only 6 second-half points, and that 6 points was to Mitchell and a muffed punt. So right now, the Bobcat defense right now, if you don't consider them the best in South Dakota, you're crazy, because the Bobcat defense is rocking and rolling. And Otis has seen this firsthand as well. I mean, what's your evaluation of this Bobcat defense?
I think it really, Cash, I just talked about the line, but it's really at every part of the defense is successful. Week in and week out, maybe if one area of the defense is struggling a little bit, so maybe let's say the line isn't getting as much pressure as they had hoped, then it's guys like the defensive backs that are making plays, and the linebackers are making plays. And so it's so balanced in its approach, and the Bobcat defense really they don't really have soft spots. You know, you said areas tonight where you want the Bobcats to see some improvement. And I think maybe the only thing is a little bit of communication. Maybe just some minor mistakes or not getting off their block. They let up some pass plays every now and then.
I think what's to be expected with a team that has a majority of these stars that have not played a lot of varsity minutes over the years or reps or snaps. And I want to make another mention here, Otis, as we get back to the game here shortly. These, like I said, Noah Bayer, Gavin Vixen, two brand new stars at corner. One of the harder positions to play in football. Obviously, a lot of work to do, but if played admirably well. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 38-yard line. Read option play there by Hamilton and his running back. Nothing doing though there. On the play by a combination of Bobcat defenders making down 2nd down and right around 13 or 14 here as the Spearfish Spartans are going hurry up offense here. Cleveland Brown style play here. Only people in the backfield is the running back and the center and the quarterback Hamilton. Bobcats play it well though. Kyle Bauer sniffing down the quarterback draw there. Chopped down again for a loss here. It's going to be close to 3rd down and 16 or 17 from the 31-yard line of the Spartans here. Wow, talking a lot there, a lot of hurry-up offense.
Yeah, that play, you ever seen that video of the Colts trying to do that before? On that play, all the linemen were spread out except...
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
A lot of 8th graders and freshmen. They're playing a lot of freshmen tonight. I know it's tough to go through, but I want to give credit to the Spearfish Spartans here real quick. Coming all the way across the state in a game you know it's going to be tough, and your crowd's coming with you. It's an impressive thing done by the staff of this team.
It is, and you know, Cash, I looked over there and counted real quick. They only got 24 kids here, and so a lot of these kids are playing a lot of reps, so fatigue definitely plays a part.
Here we go, 3rd down and 16 from the Spearfish Spartan 32-yard line. Hamilton rolls to the right, picked off by Fixin. Will he go? 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Bobcats, see ya! Gavin Fixin, pick 6. The Fixin Resort is rocking and rolling right now.
It is. That was a great play by Gavin Fixin. Just jumped that route. It was kind of an out route by the receiver of Spearfish. And Justin Hamilton just held the ball slightly, or Seth Hamilton, excuse me. Held the ball. Justin Hamilton's a baseball player.
Justin Hamilton is a baseball player.
Held the ball slightly too long, and Gavin Fixin makes the most of it. Takes it to the house. Bobcats up early, 20. Gonna make it 21-0 here with 8:45 still to go in the 1st quarter.
The Bear Island Fixin Resort. That backfield is a vacation place for a lot of these receivers for opposing teams. There's nothing going on. They're taking extended vacations here. Cecilopoulos kicks the extra point is good, but with a flag on the play, a false start, we'll bring it back in there 5 yards. And it'll be a little bit longer of an extra point attempt here. Bobcats, I think the one thing they have to work on, I noticed, as I was thinking about what to say after a couple plays ago, the one thing that you might consider a weakness in this team, there's not many of them. And again, kudos to this coaching staff of the Bobcats. I know that the Region Coach of the Years were released last night. They did not go the way I thought they should have gone. The Bobcat coaches did not get any awards, and I was very disappointed by the state's decision on that. Congrats to the winners of that, though, for this region. Brady Muth with Yankton won. Congrats to him. Should have been Brady Clark. And then they have an Assistant Coach of the Year award that was given to a coach from Mitchell. Again, congrats to him, a great coach over there in Mitchell. But, should have been Jacoby Anderson or Cole Radiman or one of these phenomenal assistant coaches that Bobcats have here. But the special teams for the Bobcats, I would say if you had to pick one spot that might be a little bit lacking, is the special teams. Last week, Yankton failed to take advantage of it. Yankton's average starting field position was, close to the 45-yard line of the Bobcats every drive.
Yeah, it was. It was midfield for sure. And so that you bring up a good point there, Cash. The special teams defense, I think, in particular, but I guess, thinking about it, the one kind of blunder against Mitchell in the second half, those second half points that you were talking about, was on a botched punt. So it's just little things like that, and even this false start, those things matter, and they really matter in this time of year. So those are definitely things that I'm sure the coaching staff will focus on.
Definitely focusing on cleaning up is one of those things that you have to do this time of the year, especially playoff time here. Bobcats 21, Spearfish Spartans nothing. With a little under 7 minutes into this game, the Bobcats are rolling. Kicking it off will be Theus Adapos out to the 15-yard line. Spearfish Spartan returner is going to take it out to close to the 25-yard line, and that's where Hamilton, the freshman quarterback for the Spartans, will start this drive. I know Otis playoff games going on across the state tonight. Just a quick refresher for those listening right now on the live stream and the radio. We got Sturgis Brown taking on Huron. That's in Sturgis at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Yankton taking on Douglas at 6 p.m. in Yankton, and Pierre taking on Mitchell at 7 p.m. in Pierre. I know Otis is going to kind of keep track of those scores online, or if you go to South Dakota High School Football Scores on Google, click on that first link that pops up. That's a great way to find it as well. No, that's not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you some advice. Here we go. First and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 25-yard line. Hamilton in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. There were 2 receivers in the backfield with him, running backs in the backfield with him. Hamilton, read option, goes out to his right, gets smashed in the play by Nordsey, and that's going to be a loss after a handoff. He got smashed, as to say, and the running back took it, loss of close to 4 or 5, and bring up second down and long from the Spearfish Spartan 20-yard line. Bobcat defense looking sharp tonight.
Bobcat defense is looking sharp, and it's a team effort. Everybody's making plays and doing what they're supposed to.
Second down and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 25-yard line. Hamilton steps back, looking, throws it out to the flat. He got a man here. Good play there by the Spartans to get their biggest gain of not only this game, but of their last few games, I believe, if I did my math correctly. Gain out to number 10 for a solid gain of close to 20 yards. I wasn't looking at the play. I was looking at my play sheet as he made that play. But I believe 20 yards. It's going to be first down and 10 from the Bobcat 48-yard line. Hamilton in at quarterback, 2 receivers right and left, running back. Decides to abandon that. Goes the quarterback draw. Runs out of the pocket out to close to the 47-yard line. Maybe gains 2 or 3 yards. You know what? I'm going to change my key to the game, Otis. I think the biggest key right now.
You can't do that.
No. Okay, it's an evaluation. The biggest key for the Spearfish Spartans right now is going to be Hamilton staying comfortable. He's not making. He's pretending. He's pretending to be reading the field. He's not reading. He's going through the motions, just trying to scramble and find a place to run. As Hamilton does a halfback draw there, is knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Is number 8 for the Spartans, being Brady Hartwig, one of their standout players. It's going to bring up a third down and long for the Spartans. Third down and 13 from the Spearfish 49-yard line. This offense moves fast, which it's going to be tough to do that when you have a young team. Expect to see results of them here in the coming years as we bring up a third down and long here. Hamilton going out of the pocket here with one running back to his right hip, 2 receivers right and left. Here we go. Hamilton, third down and long. 7:40 to go here in this first quarter. Hamilton steps back, rolling to his left, nothing, looking, goes deep downfield, and he overthrows the receiver for the Spartans. He had a step on the senior Jackson Krogman, just a little bit overthrown. Good throw there by Hamilton. Shows potential.
Yeah, he does, and I think Sturgis isn't going to come up with any points on this drive. It looks like they're going to punt this away, but you would consider that a successful drive. They had about 3 positive plays there, and that throw from Hamilton on 3rd and 12 was a great throw. Derek Webster was just out of reach of catching that ball, and they were looking for a pass interference flag here. With sometimes having a slow start like this and not much success, a flag on a long 3rd down is the best thing that can happen for you. But it looks like they're going to punt it away. Oh, he's faking it.
It's going to be a fake punt by the Spartans. He's going to run out of bounds. He ran out of bounds there at close to the 46-yard line, and that's where junior quarterback Jackson Bowes and this Bobcat effort are going to come back out here and try to add to their score. Right now, Bobcats up 21-0 with under 6:36 to go here in the first quarter. There's not been many weak spots for the Bobcats so far tonight. They're looking good in all 3 phases.
They really are looking good in all 3 phases. I hope this drive, you know how I love the pass. I hope they're going to pass a little bit more on this drive. Just to kind of get the feel for things a little bit more. They haven't ran too many offensive plays, and they're still up 21-0. So I'd like to see a long, methodical drive with just some good passes in the middle of the defense.
Here we go. First and 10. Bowes steps back. He's going to throw it long to Fields. Fields in the reception. He's got it. 20, 10, 5. Bobcat touchdown. Bowes to Fields. Go crazy, Bobcat Nation.
What a play there. What a throw by Jackson Bowes. There was a safety and a corner on that play that were both they looked more like a cover 3. They were both just dropping back into the zone. And Keegan Fields just kind of splits the gap there. Jackson Bowes puts it right on target. Fields breaks 1 tackle on his way to the end zone. And, Cash, we're not even halfway through the first quarter, and the Bobcats are up 28-0.
That throw could have been a little bit lower. It kind of puts it in a dangerous position there. If it was a better defender, could have been picked off. But like you said, not to knock Jackson Bowe is having a great year. A great throw to Keegan Fields is also having a great year. Bobcats up 27-0 here with under 6:30 to go in this first quarter. Extra point by Theosidopoulos is up, down, and good. Makes the score 28-0 here. This is K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. This is Cass Blair alongside me, Otis Hilbert, back in 60 seconds or less.
Bobcats 28, Spartans 0, 6:27 remaining in quarter number 1.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Home of the Bobcats Sports Network. If you're listening on the radio, please text me 605-233-0449. Make sure we know how it sounds, so it doesn't sound like we're blowing at your speakers. If you're listening to the live stream, we appreciate you as well. Please text us any notes you want, any recommendations, questions you have, or any comments. We'd love to hear from you. As kicking off is Theosidopoulos. On the tackle is Jackson Hoffman there in kick coverage. And back out comes the Bobcat defense, who so far this season has yet to, so far the last month or so, has yet to allow points in the second half.
This defense has been lethal. They've been firing on all cylinders and really working together for the success of the team. It's something that, as a coach, you love to see. You want to see your players appreciating one another, being excited for one another when they make plays. I love seeing that too. It just shows continuity and togetherness.
Definitely. Here we go. Speaking of togetherness, this Spearfish Spartan team's got to find something here together because they're down 28-0 with under 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. Hamilton stepping back, pressure by Thiebaud, is going to throw it out right to nobody, and that could be an intentional grounding call as I'm looking here. And it's a nice sportsmanship by Kyle Bauer here. Hamilton was knocked back in a hard hit by Thiebaud, and both Thiebaud and Bauer ran back to Hamilton to pick up the freshman quarterback. This Bobcat team, ferocious on the field, but also sportsmen's on it as well.
Big teddy bears on and off the field too. Sometimes.
I don't know if I'd call them teddy bears. I sure want to mess with them. They're the well-coached team. Second down and 10 from the 18-yard line. Hamilton in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right and 2 running backs in the backfield with him. That running back smacked backwards by a combination of Nordsey, Harden, and Koenig. This Bobcat defense is gang tackling is the mantra.
Gang tackling is the mantra. Cash, if I'm a head coach of Spearfish, I think I would throw the ball every single play. I think that's the only way they're going to move the football. This Brookings defense is a little too fast, and they're too aggressive up front to really run between the tackles. I think the only way they're going to get some success on offense is to throw.
Third down and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 18-yard line. Bobcats up 28-0, 5:42 to go here in the first quarter. Hamilton stepping back, looking, rolls out deep to his right, and it's going to be out of bounds there, overthrown him there. Fixon gave up a step in coverage to the standout receiver for the Spartans, number 10, the freshman Braden Delahoy, who I know that they are very excited about him. Overthrew him there, had a step in the corner out there. Could have been a nice play for the Spartans to get some momentum in their favor.
Yeah, that was a good route by, I like that name, Delahoy. And 2 freshmen trying to hook up for a first down there, and that's just we're looking at the future of Spearfish. You know what I mean? Seth Hamilton, Braden Delahoy, those will be some guys that we'll be saying for years to come.
Here we go. Spartans punt the ball high, rolling punt, and it'll be fair caught at the 40-yard line by number 12, Max Struck, the senior. And back onto the field comes the Bobcat offense, number 9, Jackson Bowes, a junior quarterback, having, like I said, an all-star type of season. Nothing crazy in terms of stats, but consistent and field general-esque. You have a lot of positive things to say about Jackson Bowes.
Yeah, Jackson Bowes is a great player. He's been somebody that, I think anybody, maybe including him, coming in, starting his first year at varsity football, he's probably got some nerves, and maybe some people are going to question if he's capable of leading this offense. But game in and game out, he's shown improvement throughout the season, and they've trusted in him more, I think, starting with Mitchell. And he's really become a great quarterback.
He is. since he's gotten to this point. And speaking of multifaceted, Tyson Brandt with one man to beat goes into the 30-yard line, 15, 10 out of bounds on the next pitch there by Bose to Brandt. When I talk about triple threat offense, Otis, beginning of the year, it was just the Josh Burai and Cole McCune show. Cole McCune gets hurt out in Douglas. Then they turn to Keegan Fields, who has obviously had an all-star level year for sure. And like Jason Nadir of Midco Sports said, Brookings has been the only team that has shown that they've grown their offense week to week, and now they can throw the ball if they need to, and they can rely on him to win games if they need to.
They can, and that's what's so awesome about this offense and the defense is you got to both so balanced.
Balance is the key there, and Bo, speaking of balance, hands off to Brandt.
He falls down.
And he falls down. But again, Tyson Brandt is a young gun, superstar, young kid looking to kind of make that transition here as he expects his role to grow in the coming weeks, or in the coming years, excuse me. As coming off the field is Davis Ingen, and replacing him is going to be number 77, Magnus Nelson. Davis Ingen's a kid that did not play last year in terms of getting snaps, has came in this year and had a really good season playing some guard, a hustle player, has a lot of flow on top of that head, and is looking to continue, obviously, to make an impact, hopefully in the coming weeks.
Yeah, it looks like he has a little knee or ankle injury there, so I'm sure Chris is down there near the sidelines too, making sure her little D-bomb is okay. That's what they call him, his nickname. So it looks like another timeout by Spearfish, potentially, and Gosh, we're going to take a little time out here?
We're going to stay here.
Okay.
We want to make sure we get these guys the best coverage possible here at the playoff time, baby. I know you got some scores you want to look at here, but as you pull the scores up again here, we got to make mention, obviously, that Davis Ingen having a great season. The Lions are having a great season, obviously headlined by Coach Cole Ratterman, who, in my opinion, is the best assistant coach in the state, if not one of the best. Having a great year, first year in Brookings, an O-line coach. But also just a coach of all kids, as Otis is pulling up some scores.
Yeah, I got a hot update here. Yankton Douglas, end of the first, is 0-0.
Really?
It is.
Wouldn't that be something? Douglas proved a couple weeks back they could hang with Yankton.
Yeah, they did. Wasn't it 14-0 at halftime or something? Or no, it was 7-7 at halftime.
Yep.
So they definitely have their number, it sounds like. And I'll pull up some other ones here. We're talking AAA after this play.
Definitely. After this play, 4:36 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats up 28-0, second and 11. Burai to the left, Fields to the right. Burai, the handoff to Burai off the right side. Both hands up. 10, 5, touchdown! Bobcats, Josh Burai on the sweep there from Jackson Bowes. As I'm struggling to catch up. This offense is moving a little bit faster tonight.
They are a little bit. Bowes, Burai, Von Nordzy, just kidding, it's John. Nonetheless, though, yeah. And Bobcat football, they're up early, 34-0 with 4:29 to go here in the first quarter. Just a couple other scores, a little 11 AAA games. Sioux Falls Roosevelt is taking care of Watertown so far, 21-0 a minute into the second quarter. And Brandon Valley is up 13-0 after the first quarter against Aberdeen Central. That's kind of is looking like it could be the preview of the championship game for 11 AAA is Brandon Valley versus Sioux Falls Roosevelt. I know both those teams have had some great success this year. Great offense by the Brandon Valley and great offense, obviously, by the Sioux Falls Roosevelt schools, too. So, yeah, 0-0. That's the kind of the score so far. That's a little bit surprising. 0-0 Yankton Douglas down there in Yankton tonight. Mitchell and Pierre don't get started until 7 p.m. And same with Sturgis and Huron at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So, we are waiting on those.
Bobcats 35, Spartans 0, 4:29 to go here in this first quarter. Bobcats rolling right now.
They are rolling, Cassie. You know, I thought about the pregame show here right now, and do you remember my bold prediction?
I did not.
That the Bobcat starters would not face a third down, and that has not happened yet.
Well, I want to say that was. I don't want to say it was bold. That was. I don't know. We're gonna move past that though. I don't want to knock anything here. Bobcats 35, Spartans nothing. 4:29 to go here in this game. If you aren't down at Cubbies right now, get down to Cubbies. Order. If you want to stay home, order it from out. Order in, I should say.
Yeah, then could they order some and bring them up to? I think we're on the 6th level of the suites at
Dana J.
Dykehouse. Because I am hungry.
And likewise, I am starving right now. Kicking it off is the opposite of the 10-yard line. The Spartans receiver falls down at the 10-yard line. So with everything going wrong for the Spartans right now, it continues to go bad. They will get the ball at the 10-yard line to start this drive. It's 35-0 here. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. If you're the Spartans here, what do you do? What are you looking for?
Yeah, you know, Cash, I think what you need to do is get back to where you've had success this year. So I know for a fact that Spearfish has had some successful drives, maybe a few successful halves this season. And think about what you did in those moments, and let's focus on.
They scored their season high at Pier. They scored 25 points against Pier. So there is stuff to draw from for the Spartans here as they begin here 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left is Hamilton in the offense starting off, and they're going to do a dive play to the running back. It gains maybe a gain of 1. And here come the backup defenders for the Bobcats. Coach Brady Clark clapping, saluting his starters on defense here. This is very emblematic. Good word there. Emblematic of this Bobcat coaching staff, making sure to get a lot of backups in here, rotated and experience that's going to lead to them having a successful future build. A kid to keep an eye on right now is number 81, Eric Dang, playing some corner for the Bobcats. Real good coverage defender and man, real feisty defender. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do here at corner. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Hampton does a dive. We'll get close to a 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and close to 1 or 2 here. Or excuse me, 3rd down and close to 1 or 2. From the Spartans 16-yard line. Hamilton does a dive again, same play, same result. A gain of close to 7 or 8. It'll be a 1st down from the Spearfish Spartan 25-yard line.
It is, and you know, Cash, speaking of Eric Dang, you know that Gavin Fixon, Noah Bear aren't the biggest guys on the field. They play with a lot of heart. Eric Dang is a little guy too, 5'6", 140, but that kid, I can't wait to watch him make some plays tonight.
He's a feisty defender, had a great game out in Spearfish a couple weeks ago. Can he replicate that tonight? 1st down and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 24-yard line, 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. Hamilton steps back, looking, rolls to his left, nothing doing. Throws it out to number 8 is going to be thrown out of bounds, or led out of bounds by Hamilton, the freshman quarterback, and will bring up a 2nd down and 10. You know, as I look at this team right now for the Bobcats and some of these backup players that we're going to see probably a lot more next year, a kid I want to highlight also is number 6, Jack Sinek, the outside linebacker, a stud. Played some significant snaps when Harden was out. A really good player I expect to see a lot more out of here in the coming years.
Yeah, I think he's on his way to becoming a really great player. I would agree with that.
Hamilton steps back. It's going to be a handoff, a sweep off the right side from the 24-yard line, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long here from the Spearfish Spartan 20-yard line. 3rd down to 14 to be exact, with under 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats up 35-0. Hamilton come back out here in shotgun. 1 receiver off to his right, 3 receivers left, and running back to his left tip. 3rd down and long, here we go. Hamilton steps back, looking, rolls to his right, pressured on the play by the Bobcat defender. And he's going to load up and throw it back across the field. And it's going to be picked off by number 6, Jack Stinek, the sophomore. Here will he go. Goes through the middle of the field and gets chopped down at the 30-yard line there. Good catch by Eck, kind of over his shoulders. And it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for this Bobcat offense. And who will we see at quarterback this next drive? It remains to be seen if the Bobcats are going to play their starters or go to their backups. And it looks like they're going to stay with their starting unit here on offense as offensive coordinator Jacoby Anderson, giving the marching orders to his junior quarterback, Jackson Bowes, right now as we speak.
Yeah, it looks like Jackson Bowes is coming into the game, but a couple of players, mainly Josh Burrow, is actually going to be sitting on the bench. So his night might be done. Nonetheless, can't wait to see some guys like Sam Harden run the football a little bit tonight, Hunter Gray, those types of players. So Bowes probably has one more drive.
Bowes in the pistol here with Harden to his left off the left tackle lip, and it's going to be a sweep to Brandt off the right side. Brandt's going to cut it back, and with some blockers in front of him, 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Will roll Brandt. I want to make a quick question or a quick comment here, Otis. I know there's a lot of Minnesota families listening. They usually make the trek out here for Bobcat games. Tonight they elected not to make the trek out here and wait till next week. So if you're listening from Minnesota or wherever you're listening, Bobcat Nation, text me, 605-233-0449. Again, 605-233-0449. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 17-yard line. Bowes in the pistol. 2 receivers split out to his left. Hunter Gray off the right tackle lip and Brandt behind him. Bowes sets back. It's going to be a sweep off the left side with Gray with 1 man to beat him. Will he score it in the end zone? He will. That's a Bobcat touchdown, Gray. But hold up, folks. There's some laundry in the play there. It looks like a holding call there on the Bobcats. It'll be on number 60, Theobald, it's looking like. If I spotted it correctly, the number was this little pitch to Gray off the motion. He jetted around the left side there and followed his blocks well, but it'll be a holding call.
Yeah, that was good patience, nonetheless, even though the hold, that was good patience by Hunter Gray. He kind of got past the first line of Spearfish defenders, and he waited for his block a little bit, and then he turned the burner. He outran the last couple of defenders and found himself in the end zone, but nonetheless, Bobcats have a holding penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 15.
Speaking of holding, number 60 is Parker Thibault. We all know him and love him. Superstar player for the Bobcats. His nickname is something that not many people know, is Steve. Steve. So we're going to call him Steve for a little bit while then I hear Bose on the dive to Brandt. Hands off Brandt. Good running there by the sophomore. Gets down to close to the 8-yard line is Tyson Brandt. That'll pick up a Bobcat close to a first down there. Not quite, though. It'll be short. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 from the Spearfish Spartan 10-yard line. Score Bobcats 35, Spartans nothing with under a minute 20 to go here. And only the first quarter. Bobcats really rolling.
Yeah, this is a very long first quarter, I feel like. One of the longest ones I've been a part of. But nonetheless, I love how Tyson Brandt runs the football. He always just runs right downhill, straight downhill, and he's carrying bodies no matter what team they're playing.
Here we go. Bose, motion man, is hard and trips right here. Bose is going to do a handoff dive to Brandt again, who goes forward for a gain of a first down and down to the 5-yard line. They'll bring up 1st down and goal from the, I believe, 5-yard line here with under 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bobcats up 35-0. I have to imagine the rest of this night we're going to see a lot of handoffs by the Bobcat offense, and rightfully so. You're up this much. I think right now this is probably the last time you're going to see guys like Max Struck, Parker Theobald, Jackson Bose, a lot of these starters in. Tonight, I mean, yeah, of course. What did I say?
You just said seeing the last of them. I was just clarifying.
Tonight.
Listeners.
First and a goal from the 5-yard line. Trips to his left and running back in the backfield. This is Brandt Bose. Hands off dive play of the play there. And a good play there by the Spartans, surging into the middle of that line there to knock down Brandt for a loss of 1 or 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and goal from the 6-yard line. And that'll bring us also to the end of the first quarter. Bobcats up 35-0 here. This is K-Country 102.3, home of the Bobcat Sports Network. It's winter go home time here. Playoffs, first round. Here live at Day-to-Day Diecast Stadium.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in South Dakota. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And the Bobcats just put up another touchdown here. I know Otis saw it. I did not see it. So Otis, take us through what just happened there.
Yeah, it was just a toss play to Hunter Gray. He got the edge and he scored. So he got rewarded nonetheless just a couple minutes later. The Bobcats had scored on this drive, but there was a hold, which offset. But they flipped fields. The first touchdown scored in the northern end zone tonight. And Bobcats are up 41-0.
That's how desperate we are to have storylines. We're talking about directions and end zones here.
we should have made some prop bets on how many touchdowns we scored in each respective end zone.
Well, we'll still take bets here right now. So if you want to bet in the, actually no, never mind. That's illegal to do in high school.
Can't do that, yeah.
We're just joking. No, we don't want to be arrested tonight. Please don't arrest us, anyone. We're just joking here.
I do have a score update, though.
You do have a score update. Take us away.
Yeah, Yankton ended up scoring about 5 minutes into the second quarter against Douglas on a Trevor Fitzgerald 1-yard QB sneak. So, but early woes for the Yankton Bucks. They had 3 offensive drives in the first quarter, and they all resulted in punts. And
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger and more confident your children can be. Encourage them to participate in a sport when they go to high school.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Nothing with under 11:50 to go here in the first half. Bobcats rolling on offense and defense, clicking in all cylinders here. Obviously, the stars on both sides of the ball have now been pulled as the Bobcats look to exercise their backups here a little more in this second half. It's 42-0 here in the Bobcat country. It's K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. We're underway here in the second quarter. Theosadavas kicks it off and to roll out of bounds at the 3-yard line, and that's obviously some laundry. So the Peer Governors, the Spearfish Spartans will get some excellent field position to start this this drive. Again, Otis, I know that we talked before the game about what the Bobcats got to do tonight to win this game. Obviously, they've done all those things naturally, as Justin Koffel, the quarterback, is preparing to enter the game here in the next offensive drive for the Bobcats. What do you want to see out of these Bobcat backups here the rest of this game?
Yeah, I want to see them play together. I think these kids are getting reps at practice, and but it's a time for them to showcase what they've been working on, all year. I think it'll be a great, exciting thing to see.
Hamilton steps back. It's going to be an inside zone play there to the running back and chopped down for no gain, if that. This Spearfish offense loves to go hurry up. They love to go trips right and one single receiver to the right, trips left or right, and the one single receiver split out the opposite side. And typically that receiver that's split by himself is Delhoyd, who stands physically imposing at 6'2", 170, is only a freshman, has some decent speed to him. They want to try to get that matchup here. I would not be surprised to see them take a shot here, down 42-0 here from their own 35-yard line. Second down and 10 in the second quarter. Hamilton hands off again, and he'll pick up some better yards this time, close to a gain of 5. So they'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the Spearfish Spartan 39-yard line with under 11 to go here in the first half. Bobcats up 42-0.
I think if Spearfish faces a 4th down on this drive, I think they go for it, Cash. You got nothing to lose. Why not give yourself at least one more offensive play?
Hamilton's going to go out of shotgun here. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, and 2 running backs in the backfield. Hamilton sets back, looking, rolls to his left here, nothing doing. He's going to try to squirt out of bounds, and be knocked out of bounds on the play by number 6, Jackson Eck. And that'll bring up a 4th down and probably close to 2 or 3 here from the the Spearfish 42-yard line. We'll see what they do here. Could they go for it here? It's looking like they're probably going to go for it here. 4th and 4, from their own 41-yard line. This is big for the Spearfish Spartans.
This is big. I think it would also help them gain a little confidence offensively, obviously, if they can convert. So I'd be looking, if I was Seth Hamilton, I'd be looking for Brady Dale-Lloyd on this play, or getting it to Derek Webster out of the backfield.
Hamilton here in the shotgun here, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Motion man is the slot receiver. Hamilton's going to hand off a little pitch play there to the running back, and he's going to spin, and it'll be short of the 1st down there. It was a good play there, neat design there to kind of get some motion in the backfield, to get some defenders sneaking looks. Nothing doing there, and it's going to bring up a turnover on downs, and just like that, the Bobcats get the ball back again. Koffel in at quarterback now for the Bobcats. This drive is going to start from the 41-yard line of the Spartans here. Bobcats up 42-0, under 10:40 to go here in the first half. What do you want to see out of Justin Koffel? I know you talked highly of him in the pregame. We talked highly of him before we got to the stadium tonight. He's an impressive young player for the Bobcats, showed some real athleticism. What do you want to say about Justin Koffel tonight?
I think all these things that Justin Koffel has the opportunity to do, he's going to be able to play 3/4 of this game. I hope he really takes his time and really focuses, because every handoff, every pass that he gets to attempt tonight, really matters. And all the experience that he can get will really help him, assuming maybe he takes over his senior year when Jackson Bowes departs. So Koffel actually is the type of player I think has some potential. He has an arm on it. He seems very calm. He seems very poised in the times that we've seen him play this year. And so that's what I'm hoping to see of Justin Koffel, is just him staying focused and him making the most of this opportunity tonight.
Most of his opportunity is correct here. We will see here. It is 2nd down and 6 from the Spearfish Spartan 39-yard line. Bobcats up 42-0. Koffel here in the pistol with running back behind him. 2 running backs to his left, receivers to his left. Harden, the motion man, out of that left spot. He's going to squirt forward to the 30-yard line. Playoff Harden, as known by some of the kids at the high school. It's a real thing as well, and he'll pick up the first down here. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcat backups on offense here. Up 42-0 with 9:45 to go here in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. I want to make mention here, Otis. Chris Bisgard had surgery today. And I know Chris Bisgard's a huge fan of the Bobcat football program, a huge fan of the athletic program here at BHS. Also a huge fan of our plays, our play calling here on the radio. Get well, Chris Bisgard, Biz Markey, Biz Daddy, whatever it may be. Heal up fast here as you continue to make your way back from that career-threatening injury. Here we go, though, back to the field, though. Hunter Gray gets the pitch off the left side there, takes it forward to the 15-yard line. That's where the Bobcat backups offense are really moving. I don't want to call them backups anymore because they play like starters.
They do, and I love the speed of the second-team offense with Hunter Gray and Sam Harden. It'd be kind of fun to see Peyton Theosidopoulos score a touchdown tonight because he's always the one kicking the extra points. Oh, man, Cash.
No one
You're killing my ears. No one can hear that but me, but, man, that hurts.
He's talking about the squeal in the mics when I move my mic here. We'll get back to that in a second here. 1st and 10 from the Spearfish Spartan 16-yard line. 8:48 to go here in the first half. Koffel under pistol here with running back behind him. Divine gets the ball off the right side here. One blocker out there to beat, and he's going to go in for the touchdown here. But it's going to be a flag on the play. As I'm a little behind in that, I can tell. I'm just a tad second behind some of these plays. We got to pick it up here with these kids, man. We got to do better.
We do need to do better. And you know, Cash, I am proud of you though, because most of the time you don't see the flag. You get so excited, you get tunnel vision at the end zone. But you saw at that time another hold by the Bobcats to stall the drive, which sometimes it tends to happen with the second team coming in. But I hope these kids can clean it up. And you know, Cash, I was thinking on that play. This is why I'm not a football coach, but I wish the Bobcats had a play where they pitched it to Sam Harden and he threw it to Lincoln Harden. Okay, wouldn't that be kind of cool? A little Harden to Harden connection.
Oh my! I don't even know what to say to that, so I'm going to move on from that. 1st and 17 from the 23-yard line of the Spartans here. Bobcats up 42-0, 8:14 to go here in the first half. Koffel's going to hand off to Theosidopoulos, and he's going to be ripped down on the play by the Spartans off that right side there. That blitzing outside linebacker busts through that gap there to take down Theosidopoulos, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 23 from the Spearfish Spartan 29-yard line.
That was the big boy, Tim Moore of the Spearfish Spartans. He stands at 6'6", 260 senior.
More money, more problems, I suppose.
Yes,
and more
sir.
plays.
Yes, sir. He's a big old boy, and he made a great play.
2nd down and 23 from the Spartans' 28-yard line. Bobcats Koffel in at quarterback now, as well as many other Bobcats backups up 42-0 here. Koffel on the under pistol. The pitch to Divine at the left side there. Divine squirts trying to find blockers. Good patience there shown by Divine. He goes down to the 11-yard line. I've noticed, as I told you before the game, with some of these numbers I don't recognize in here, it's going to be tough. And so far, I mean, it's not been A+ work, but I give myself a solid D- or D.
Oh, stop. You can give yourself a better grade than that. We know these kids, and you know some of these kids are playing on special teams. We see them from time to time in games, and so yeah, I think it'll only take a quarter for me. I'm pretty good with memory. So
3rd down and 7 from the Spartan 12-yard line. Koffel under pistol with Divine behind him. Theosidopoulos at the left tackle hip, and 2 receivers split out right. Motion man is Theosidopoulos. Koffel's going to hand off. It's going to be a fumble on the play. Kind of a boss exchange there between Koffel and Theosidopoulos. And a 4th down and long for the Bobcats from the Spearfish Spartan 15-yard line with under 6 to go here in the first half. We will see Theosidopoulos most likely come kick that field goal here to make the score 45-0.
Yeah, on that play, it looked like Theosidopoulos and Koffel, they did have a little bit of a miscommunication, but I think the snap was a little late. So Theosidopoulos came in motion, and by the time Koppel had the ball, Theosidopoulos was almost past him. So here he goes up for the about 40 or 35-yard field goal.
Snap is good. Kick is up. Kick is down. And kick will be good by Theosidopoulos to make the score 45-0 here with 6 to go here in the first half. I almost said the second quarter. First half here.
Well, yeah, the second quarter, too.
You know, but I like to make it sound a lot more ominous. First half, second half. You know, Bobcats up 45-0 here. Everything going the Bobcats' way here. Again, want to make a reminder, the Bobcats will play the winner here next Friday. The winner of the Sturgis-Brown and Huron game out there in Sturgis. They'll play the winner of that this next Friday here, November 6th at Dana J.
Yeah.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Years now have close to 100,000 followers on their social media pages. They are here in Brookings, here live at Dana J, to do a documentary of the Bobcats playoff run, and obviously following all CDC guidelines, wearing the mask and all that stuff. But they're down in the field right now to cover this Bobcat playoff run. Behind the scenes look at the Bobcats here. And obviously, hopefully, continue week to week. But it's going to be a cool thing to see here at the end of the year.
Yeah, it will be cool. It's always nice to see fucking good editing. I'm into videos and those sort of things. So
That was a nerdy comment.
It was a
I'm not
little
gonna lie,
bit.
that was a really nerdy
Hype
comment.
videos, stuff like that. Great. Yeah, I like those sort of things. So, but yeah, I'll tell you real quick. The state football championships have been announced. So there'll be 3 games on Thursday, November 12th. And that'll be the 9AA, 9B, and 9A. There'll be 2 games on Friday, November 13th. There'll be 11B and 11AA. And there'll be 2 games Saturday, November 14th, which is 11A and 11 AAA. So there's more times in between games, and the day 1 games will be from 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. So I'm assuming each game there'll be an 11 a.m. or a 12 p.m. game, and then a late night, like a 7 p.m. game, to give them proper time maybe to clean the field, things like that with COVID going on.
And to brush your teeth as well. You know, clean hygiene is critical in times like these. Make sure your breath smells nice and fresh for the state championship game.
Get some deodorant on. Yeah, get some nice teeth when you're smiling when you got that trophy.
Bobcats up 45-0 here with under 5:46 to go here in the first half. Bobcats rolling here. Obviously, a lot of backups in the field now. Bobcats head coach Brady Clark and his staff have made a point to make sure that every single player of this team, or at least the majority of them, gets good reps and good experience here in a lot of these blowouts to make sure they're prepared for their time to shine when it may come here. Here we go. Hampton under here now. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver in the slot to his left. And now motioning 2 receivers to his right now and 2 running backs in the backfield. Hamilton's going to run out and split out far left now. Passer is going to go long to Hamilton. It's going to be picked off by Hoffman. Hoffman to the 50, down to the 45, and drug it about. No, he's going to be inbounds to 40, 30, and knocked it out of the 20-yard line. Hamilton with the big play, Hoffman with the big play there. A very interesting sequence of events.
It was, and there is the flag, Cash. There's one right at midfield, which was where Hamilton was. I don't think it's going to be pass interference, but I'm wondering if it's going to be a holding call on the return of the Bobcats. Let's just wait and see. The refs are kind of congregating together and discussing.
So I got some text to read off here now. Rob Rickus just texted in, and he said, love your guys' voices. I can listen to this as it lulls me to sleep at night. And then he also made mention of pronunciated name, but want to make sure that we get Rob's comment about how he loves our voices and how we could lull him to sleep at night. Thank you to Rob Rickus. Also, we got some text from Minnesota. Amy Theobald's from Minnesota. She said, "Go Steve, go Bobcats." His uncle texted in some awesome information about how he's enjoying the game. And a correction on that play, it was not Hoffman here. As I'm looking at my guide here, and also getting a text in, it was Lincoln Harden. I confuse Hoffman and Harden often.
Well, they are numbers 15 and 16 too. I mean, sometimes it's hard to see way up here in the bird's nest. So understandable.
Thank you to a listener for texting that in here. Here we go though. First and 10 for the Bobcats from their own 34-yard line. It'll be brought back, and the play that pick will be the ball will be placed where he picked it off, and it's going to be a dive to Devine. No pun intended there. And he's going to be brought down for a gain of 2, maybe 1 here. Good play there by the Spearfish defense.
That was a good play, and yeah, it ended up being a hold on the play. So Bobcats are starting on the 34-yard line, their own 34. And I'd really like them to see maybe a longer drive on this drive. They've had, obviously, much success in this first half. And let's see some chunk plays. Maybe Koffel gets to throw a few, those sort of things. But keeping it simple because it's worked so far in this game.
Here we go here. 2nd down and 10 from the Bobcat 34-yard line. Koffel under the pistol with Theosadopoulos at the left tackle's hip and one receiver split out far right. Motion man's going to be Calderon, I believe. And Calderon's going to run off the right side and be chopped down for a loss of yards in the play. But there'll be a flag in the play, most likely a holding call on the Bobcats if I saw that correctly. So it's most likely going to bring up a 3rd down and long here for the Bobcats on offense here. Bobcats up though 45-0 here with 4:42 to go here in the first half. Again, this is K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. Otis is looking a little bit shimmery over here. He has some scores to give us.
Yeah, I do an 11 AA update. So at the half, Yankton has beaten Douglas 7-0. So Yankton, the 2 seed, beating Douglas, the 7 seed, 7-0 at halftime. Sounds like the Bucks defense kind of showed out in that half, obviously holding Douglas to 0 points, but the offense has had some missed opportunities. So one had a touchdown that was a pass called back for a flag. They threw an interception, and they fumbled on the 1-yard line. So Yankton probably could be up 2-3 scores in this game, but Douglas is holding on and hopefully having a better second half.
2nd down and 21 from the Bobcat 23-yard line. Devine with some hard running here, still going. Out past the 30-yard line, up close to the 35-yard line will go Devine. Actually, I should say more close to the 33-yard line. Picking up a good chunk of that play back, making it close to 3rd down and 11 for this Bobcat offense here from their own, I'm waiting for the correct spot here from the refs. It'll be the 33-yard line, correct. 3rd down and 11. What do you want to see here on 3rd down by this Bobcat offense?
I want to see Koffel throw the football. Plain and simple. Somebody. Real quick, Cash, you know me. I love the pass. I think high school defenses, no matter how good you are, it is tough to defend the pass.
3rd down 11 we will see here under 3:30 to go here in the first half. Koffel's going to do a little sweep to his left here with Devine with the stiff arm. Devine looking to search his way to get a 1st down. He'll be ran out of bounds at close to the 41-yard line. Devine is showing some promise here at running back. The mullet is flowing. His legs are churning, and he's showing some real grit tonight here at the running back position.
He is, and I love the stiff arm. I think it's such a lethal play that you can have when you have the ball in your hands. It's kind of looking like Derek Henry a little bit.
Chill out.
He hasn't tossed anybody like Josh Norman a couple weeks ago, but we'll see.
We're going to have to probably wrestle because that was the dumbest count I've ever heard in my entire life. That was a dumb count. We're going to definitely wrestle after this game for sure. 4th down and 4 from the Bobcat 40-yard line. Into the punt for the Bobcats is Mangan, I believe.
Is Avery Minor.
Minor, excuse me, not Mangan. See, I'm off now. Avery Minor to put the ball tonight here for the Bobcats. 4th down and 4 from their own 40-yard line, up 45-0. A fumbled snap there on the play by Minor. He managed to get the punt off, and a decent little punt out to the 35-yard line. The big punter showing some shimmy and a shake there, getting that ball away, and that's where Hamilton and this offense for the Spartans looking to get some points on the board here will start from their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, Cash, I don't really have too many more score updates because a lot of games start right now, 7:01. So we'll be getting some more throughout this next hour and a half over during the halftime show. We'll discuss it too. So, and other stats from this game. So remember, so far tonight, the Spearfish Spartans have thrown 3 picks. So the defense is still well and awake, even the second team.
Hamilton here in the 1st down and 10, and from the shotgun, it's going to be a quarterback draw to Hamilton with 2 running backs in the backfield. Still getting some good yards there with about 5 yards in the play there by Hamilton, bringing up a 2nd down and 5 from the Spearfish Spartan 40-yard line. They're going to hurry up offense. We'll talk about this later in a second, but I want to see what Hamilton will be able to do against these 2nd-string Bobcat defenders, and likewise what the 2nd-string Bobcat defense will do against Hamilton here. 2nd down and 7. Hamilton rolling to his right, looking, pressure in the play by, I believe, number 23. That's Eric Lamb for the Bobcats, bringing it down from behind. Good hustle there by Lamb. The senior, offensive defensive lineman, linebacker, a man of many talents, rocking the 2 sleeves and no gloves. So I want to mention that's a swag check mark against him. You have to have gloves on if you're wearing sleeves.
I'm a fan of the no gloves.
3rd down and 2 from the Spearfish 43-yard line. Bobcats up 45-0. Hamilton rolling to his right, looking, pressured by Minor, and throws it away. Minor with the big pressure there on Hamilton to not allow him to get that ball off cleanly. It'll bring up a 4th down and short here for the Spartans here with under 2 to go here in this first half. Again, Bobcats up 45-0. What are they going to do here?
I think that play, they can run that play again if Hamilton turns around the other way off the snap. So there was kind of a screen set up, and he went to his left, and he's like, oh, my guy's on the right side. And he turned around real quick and had an errant throw, but here we go.
4th down and 2. Hamilton's going to do a handoff there to the running back number 11, and he's going to pick up a first down with a gain of close to 6 or 7, and it'll be a Spearfish Spartan first down. Hamilton, the freshman quarterback, even in the tough season the Spartans are having, you got to commend their attack and their resolve and the way they've played all season. Here we go, 1st down and 10 in the hurry-up offense here. Hamilton in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Hamilton stepping back, looking, good time, rolls to his right, thinking about scrambling. He will scramble here, patient running, and picks up close to 6 or 7 yards there. Hamilton, the one thing you've got to see, you see potential in him, but one thing I think you also got to see is his impatience, and that's what comes when you're a freshman. If he can develop that patience in the pocket and that ability to kind of scan the field and read, they might have some over there in the young gun.
Yeah, because he had some time there. He just kind of decided to run, and there wasn't a lot of pressure. But yeah, you're right. If he had a little bit more just awareness on the field, and another interception by the Bobcats, Hunter Gray.
So Hamilton's going to roll to his right there as we apologize, we were talking. Hamilton rolls to his right, overthrows his receiver on the right side there, and Hunter Gray, the standout speedster, picks it off, and the Bobcat defense still hasn't had allowed a second quarter point in close to almost a month.
Yeah, this Bobcat defense, no matter who it is out on the field, guys like Theobald and Longville, Perry King, John Nordsey, or if it's Avery Minor, Eric Lamb, Hunter Gray, those sort of guys, they are firing on all cylinders and coming up with more picks than ever before. That's a catch. That's, what is it, 9 interceptions in 4 quarters.
9 interceptions by this Bobcat defense in 4 quarters. It doesn't matter if the starters are out there, the backups are out there. Head coach Brady Clark has all players in this team ready to contribute here. 1:25 to go here in the first half. Koffel, of course, in at quarterback. Motion man to Theosidopoulos. Theosidopoulos off the right side. The speedster might have a crease here. He may go 40, 45, 50, and ran out of bounds at the 48-yard line of the Spartans there. You know the Theosidopoulos name. They're great at cooking. They're great at managing. They're great at kicking. But throwing there, the running the ball as well. Peyton making a name for himself with the running the ball.
Yeah, can they bring me some food right now?
You know, I would love Cubbies right now. I know we had a beautiful comment from Corinne Rickus, obviously the babysitter of Rob Rickus. She texted me in. She said, "You still hungry? I could order you guys a pizza." Would love that, but obviously we have to respect the COVID guidelines of Dana J and the Bobcats, and don't want to get anyone in trouble here. You know, got to wear your mask and mask up and wash those hands, wash those grubby little fingers. 1st and 10 with a minute to go here in the first half. Koffel in pistol for 2 receivers left. Running back off the right tackle lip and Devine in the backfield. Handoff to Devine off the right side. And he's going to be brought down close to the 44-yard line. It's a fumble on the play, and the Spearfish sideline going crazy. They may have it, and that's one thing I want to make mention of. I saw it in Spearfish a couple weeks ago. This Spearfish team obviously tough to your own 8. But you look at their sideline, even when they're down 45-0, they're still celebrating like they're in the state championship. Head coach Dalton Wademan out there in Spearfish is doing a phenomenal job. Him and Brady Clark coming from the same coaching tree, the same playing tree. You got to really commend Dalton Wademan and what he's doing this year in the adverse conditions of COVID, lack of numbers, a lot of young kids. Still finding a way to continue to keep them pumped up and excited to play some football.
Yeah, I think, and Cash, one thing that's going to really help them be successful in years to come is if they can get more kids out. For football, obviously, but if they can develop a good line play on both sides of the football.
Speaking of football, a minute left to go here in the first half. Could the Bobcats' defense streak be broken? 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line of the Spartans. Hamilton's going to throw it off. It's picked off again. Picked off by number 81, Eric Dang, the stiff arm. He jukes, traverses field, trying to go and find a way to make a score out of this. Brought down from behind at the 50-yard line. Eric Dang walking the walking, talking the talk. You know, they have Bear Island, Fixin' Resort. I'm trying to think of a good one to rhyme with Dang.
Dang Dungeon.
Dang Dungeon. See, we're rocking and rolling here. Not only can we rhyme, we can also spit fire in the rap. We can also spit some good rap. The Dang Dungeon, Eric Dang picks it off. The junior transfer from California, transferring in to play, to come, obviously go to school here. His family moved here. Also to play some football. Showing some promise there as a cornerback. At 1st and 10 with under a minute to go here in the first half. Bobcats from the 50-yard line. Can they get some points here? Koffel in at quarterback, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver off the right tackle lip, and Devine in the backfield. They go back to Devine, patiently waiting for his blocks to set up here. Nothing doing. And you have to imagine, Otis, with the starting offensive line in front of him and how patient he's shown himself to be, could he possibly be a heir apparent for Josh Burrai next year, obviously when the senior leaves?
Yeah, it could be a mixture between him. I'm thinking maybe they move Tyson Brandt around a little bit more and get both these guys the ball. I think Jackson Eck honestly has a future on this Bobcat offense. Necessarily, he's shown some playmaking ability through interceptions, but also in second half of games when he gets some carries too. So they're definitely gonna have to fill a void, Cash. There's somebody that's gonna need to step up, and only time will tell.
Koffel, you're going to be second down and 10 with 12 seconds left. Last play of the half. Koffel's going to step back, and it's going to be a flag in the play by the Spartans. It'll be a false start on the Bobcats, and the clock will be stopped because of the flag. It is running clock now due to the score. So the rest of the game, the clock will continue to run, but with flags and timeouts, it will stop. So it'll be second down and 15 here from the, as I wait for the, I'm trying to figure out where they put the ball. It's hard to tell where it is. Oh, 46-yard line. I was on a roll there. I had to stop. 46-yard line, last play of the half, 6-5, and Koffel in at quarterback. Here we go. Koffel, hard count, snaps back, hands it off to Devine. Devine's going to roll forward for a gain of 1, if that, and that's going to take us to halftime here live at Dana J. Dykow Stadium, the most beautiful venue here in South Dakota for high school football action. This is K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network, bringing you the first round of high school football playoffs. The #1 Bobcats rolling here, 45-0 here. We're going to take a quick break here on K Country 102.3 and get back with some stats and some scores and some evaluations here. Don't want to miss it. Back here shortly. Don't move.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical South Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
How do you define strength? Is it physical? Or is it mental? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's whatever empowers a person to dig deeper, fight harder, and overcome obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Discover how much stronger.
Being a teenager is tough. There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do South Dakota's teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play! Yeah!
Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare South Dakota's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
More and more these days, it feels like sports are losing out to hype. Who dissed who signed the fattest contract, who got busted for cheating. Lost too is the unique capacity sports have to inspire us, to unite us. Well, great news, sports fans. Sports are still being played for the right reasons. They're still as entertaining as they are character building. You just have to know where to find it. And you only have to look as far as your local South Dakota high school. You know, the place where the games are exciting, concessions are affordable, and the parking is free. Where the emphasis is on hustle and heart instead of hype. If you prefer real, honest-to-goodness sport played for all the right reasons, you'll find it at your hometown high school. High school sports. Games are being played this weekend at a South Dakota high school near you. Okay, everybody, who's in?
This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
on the Huron game. Huron scores a defensive touchdown against Sturgis, leads 7-0 late in the first quarter of that one. Once again, Huron leading Sturgis 7-0 late first quarter. First Bank and Trust, proud sponsor of Bobcat Arts and Athletic programs, because we believe everyone should play hard and bank easy. Visit any of our 4 Brookings locations.
When you're getting blasted like this. And I know Brady, he's going to not want to score anymore if he wants to show respect. So he's going to hold off. He's going to say, just run the ball, fall down, don't score. He got all mad at Jacoby, and we were out in Spearfish because Justin Koffel ran. Banking. This is bad for the game. Here we go. Back here in K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Center versus Cash Kerr alongside the Otis Hilbert. Score 45-0 here as the Bobcats continue to roll, and they're running dominance the last 4 weeks or so, holding opponents scoreless. Can they do it the rest of the second half? We will see. That's a storyline we're going to keep an eye on here against this K Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. Second half underway here live at Dana J. Spearfish. Squibb kicks the ball out to the 30-yard line and picked up by Eric Dang, and he's going to attempt to return it. And the speedster may try to make something out of this. He does not there, but a good return there by Dang of Dang Dungeon, the Dungeon Dang, out to the 37-yard line. That's where this Bobcat backup offense led by Justin Koffel will take the reins here, up 45-0 with 11:40 to go here in the second half.
In the second half, yes, in the third quarter. You don't want to say that, but I'll say that. So, Justin Koffel, coming out here for the Bobcats, and Cash, I think the second half we're going to just see a nice mix of many different second-team players, Josh Devine, Hunter Gray, Peyton Diodisopoulos, and all those other guys that are really going to get this ball rolling for the Bobcats here.
This is the future of the Bobcat football program right now. So, folks, I know it seems like a faraway dream, but keep in tune because this is the future of the Bobcat offense. As Koffel is going to take the pitch and hand it off to number 19, which is Derek Brawleyar, the kid who, and Mitchell, as you might recall.
Oh, I recall.
It was supposed to be a squib kick, and he onside kicked it by accident. And at the time, I thought it was a genius move by the Bobcat coaching staff, but it was on accident, but it worked out.
It did work out. It was just a little loop, like 12-yard kickoff, which was very impressive. I bet you couldn't do it again if you tried, but that kind of seeded the lead.
It'll be second down and 7.
It was a punch in the gut. Over a month ago, that was the game that everyone kind of dubbed as the Bobcat Prove It game. Are they for real? And how far we've come in a month. Obviously, number 1 seed and one of the favorites by the Argus Leader to win a state championship, as the fumble on the play there on the exchange between Koffel and one of his running backs, and he'll be down behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long here from the Bobcat 37-yard line, 3rd down and 10 with under 10 to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats up 45-0 over the Spearfish of the Spartans of Spearfish. And I want to give a quick shout out to the Spartans. Honestly, we talked about earlier in the game with COVID going on and playing the #1 team in the playoffs. And a first year, lack of numbers, it'd be tough to say, you know what, man, let's just forfeit the game and just go home. They did not do that. Their fans are still out here. They drove all the way across the state. That shows a lot of what the culture is being built like out there by head coach Dalton Wademan. Really impressive thing he's going to do for this Spartans team. I fully expect them to be very competitive going into next year and years to come. On the third down play there, it's going to be a handoff to Calderon, and he'll be stopped there after a gain of only a couple, and it's going to bring a 4th down and 8 from the Bobcat 39-yard line. Under 9 to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats at 45-0. Into punt for the Bobcats will be number 87, the boom leg, the shotgun leg, Avery Minor, to punt this ball away. And here we go on 4th down and long. Minor to punt the ball. Low rolling punt down to the 40 or 35-yard line, picked up by the Spartan. And then at the 27-yard line, he's going to be popped in the play there. As I look for the number here, it'll be by number Hunter Gray, the standout speedster making a play. He impacts the games in so many ways.
Yeah, he's really had made by Gray, especially on special teams. That hit, the punt return that we had talked about early on. He really is a future player for the Bobcats that could 37-yard punt.
The future and the present. He's done a lot this year as a junior. Expect to see a heavy dose from him as a senior next year in this Bobcat offense. Hamilton back in at quarterback for the Spartans. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, and a running back in the backfield. Hamilton's going to hand off. It's going to be inside zone, going outside zone now. Will be the running back. Hard running there by the Spearfish Spartan running back out to the 27-yard line. 26-yard line roughly. They'll bring up a 2nd down. 6 yards in the third quarter. Bobcats at 45. Offensive attack, aerial assault. Still rolling, hurry up offense. 3 receivers right now. Hamilton steps back, rolls to his right here. Levels play there by the Spartans here. And Hamilton's going to take it off and run it himself. Out to the 37-yard line, he will go close to a 1st down. It's going to bring up a
the keeper, tackle made by Hoffman, penalty marker on the play.
Trying to count here. Math hasn't always been the greatest. It's going to be a flag on the play, though, by the Spartans. So to bring that play back there. As I mentioned earlier in the year, Otis, my math has never been great. I always had to cheat my way through math in high school. And it's come back to haunt me here in play-by-play. And again, I should
illegal
cheating is the way it loses way out, but I'm genuine. I am here for the Spartans from their own 21-yard line. Hamilton hands it off there on the play to his running back. Good run there by the Spartan running back out too close to the 27-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down here and close to 4 or 5 for the Spartans. What do you want to see on this drive from the Spartans?
Yeah, I mean, that was a great play on 2nd down.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Spearfish.
And on that play, they get a good chunk to make it a 3rd and manageable. I really hope they convert here.
3rd and 7 from the 27-yard line. Hamilton steps back, rolls to his right, shakes off a would-be tackler lower, and he looks, rolls, and throws it out to number 4, and that's a catch on the sideline there. That's a bright spot for the Spartans there. A good play there by the freshman quarterback for the Spartans. Rolls to his right, evades a sack there by the Bobcat defender, and throws out to his receiver, who manages to make a tough catch there on the sideline and pull it down for a 1st down. It'll bring up a 1st down and 10 from the 38-yard line of the Spartans. Back in a hurry-up offense out. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Hamilton in the backfield with 2 running backs. Hamilton steps back, looking, goes forward there. Is going to be sacked in the play there by number 62, the man, the myth, the legend, Adam Sandler's 3rd cousin, 62, Mason Cranford. And the reason I say that, he's hilarious. He's a jokester. And every time I'm on the bus, then that guy cracks me up. I'm always laughing when he's around.
Hey, you always need players on your team like that. You know what I mean? Those guys that kind of lighten the mood, maybe after a tough loss, or are the ones going crazy at a big victory. So that's awesome for Mason Cranford. Great play.
Or just don't know when to be serious. They're always funny. Hamilton, 2nd down and 13 is going to roll out and try to get some yards here on the scramble. Good scramble there by Hamilton. Popped in the play by Devine, and it's going to be up to the 47-yard line. But there's going to be a flag in the play back at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be holding against the Spartans, so that'll nullify a great quarterback. It'll bring up a second down and long.
Holding
I
call
think
on the Spartans.
I keep wanting to say Justin. With Seth Hamilton being the quarterback for Spearfish
10 yards.
this year, I
Penalty
think that was
brings the
very
ball back to the 21 of the Spartans.
right. Like, they see it too, and they see the potential in this player, and they think, well, the best chance that we have for future success is to get this kid as many varsity reps as possible. And so I think it's intentional of them to have this kid running the offense, and they're hoping for maybe some winning records in years to come.
Second down and 27 to Hamilton. Throws a quick screen out to his left, and he's going to be chopped down out of bounds by number 5 of the Bobcats, being Ryan Bauman. And that's where he's going to be right about close to the 35-yard line, maybe the 34. Nope, they're going to bring it back close to the 31 now. It'll be third down and long.
There's a flag catch. There's a late hit out of bounds. So the flag was kind of blending in with the white on the sideline. I know you don't have the best eyes, so you might have missed it, but Spearfish is going to convert first and 10 on that play. I think the late hit was by Derek Brown.
First down.
Regardless, though, it's going to bring up a first down and 10 from the Spartan 47-yard line. And Spartans having some life on offense here, obviously aided by some penalties, but showing some signs of life.
Yeah, I mean, on that drive, or this drive so far, they had a holding penalty that kind of set them back 10, but then they got bailed out there on a big third down. So I think the guys running the chains are a little confused. It might have been I guess it is 2nd and 1, which I'm not quite sure how that can happen. It was 3rd and 18.
2nd and 1 from the Spearfish Spartan 47-yard line. Hamilton steps back, hands it off, wide open hole there, and he's going to be rolled forward here for a good solid gain of 6 or 7, and also gaining a first down. Spartans have life, and potentially here are obviously and looking like a scoring threat right now on the Bobcat side of the field now. First down and 10 from the Bobcat 48-yard line. Hamilton in shotgun, two receivers to his right, one receiver to his left, and running back in the backfield with a motion man, the tight end, to the left side of the line of scrimmage off the left tackle hip. Hamilton stepping back, looking, plenty of time, rolls to his left, going to try to scramble and bring brought out of bounds at the 44-yard line on the play by number 23, Eric Lamb, who we talked about earlier, has his sleeves, but needs a lesson in Swag University because he forgot the gloves as well.
No, I love, like I told you earlier, I love the reason I do is because you can make fun of me all I want, but I love the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, man. We're going to stop this conversation.
Peterson was in the prime of his career. I know he had some fumbling woes, but he never wore gloves, and that's what I like to see. So.
And how many championships did you win in that time?
0.
Yep. That's the end of the conversation. 2nd down and 4 from the 42-yard line of the Bobcats. Hamilton in the backfield alongside of 2 running backs. He's going to do a play action, roll to his left. They're pressured by Christie and thrown out of bounds. Good pressure there by the Bobcat sophomore, the 5'5", 124-pound sophomore, Spencer Christie, rocking the numero uno, bringing the pressure on the freshman quarterback for the Spartans. They bring up a 3rd down and 4 here from the Bobcat 42-yard line. Under a minute 50 to go here in the third quarter. Bobcats up 45-0.
Guys, who are you a fan of in the NFL?
We're going to move on here because I know what you're going to do. You're trying to do that to me here. 3rd down and short here for the Spartans. Hamilton steps back, looking, rolls to his right, and he's going to be sacked in the play by number 23, Eric Lamb, and number 70, Caleb Lohr. And Caleb Lohr essentially just gave him a shove, and he fell right over, and Eric Lamb finished him out. Again, I'm going to make mention, 70 has no gloves on, nothing on, and Eric Lamb has no gloves on as well. So Swag University is going to have 2 new entrants into it. We're going to accept them into the class starting tonight.
Yeah, hey, no gloves equals more sacks. That's the equation in that one. So great play there. Hamilton just ran out of time, and he was going to throw it away and decided to duck and take one.
Great play there by Caleb Lohr and Eric Lamb. 4th down and long for the Spartans. Hamilton going to roll out and throw a dime to the right side there, brought in by the Spartans. Good play there by Hamilton, and good catch there on the play by, number 10, Braden Delahoyd. Flashes like that, as a Spartan fan, you got to be really encouraged what you're seeing out of your Spartans tonight.
You do. I think, like I said earlier, that is the type of play that they want to do. And it's something that he's going to continue to progress. That was great accuracy. He was scrambling and made a great time.
First down and 10 from the Bobcat 33-yard line. Hamilton's going to step forward and hand it off. And it's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line of the Bobcats. And Otis is pointing at me.
Yeah, I got to. Did you see that play? I think we were looking away for a brief second, but Hamilton dropped that. Pump fake to the right, and then he put the ball behind his back to hand it off.
Statue of Liberty play.
He did a little bit. So that was a nice little play to see out of them, and they're looking like they're opening up the playbook a little bit. But they're sacked on that play again by Caleb Lohr.
Caleb Lohr with a good pressure there and sacking the play, and there's going to be flags everywhere. The flag off the left sideline near the coaches of the Bobcats, and then also a flag on the play in the backfield. If they call a flag on Caleb Lohr here, I might lose it because that was a great sack there by the Bobcats as the quarter has now ended. Bobcats at 45-0 here as that clock is continuing to run, obviously with the fast motion. We're going to stay with you here until we get this flag in the play. And I'm looking for the sign here. That's going to be face mask on the Bobcats. And it's, I believe there's also a penalty against the Spartans. I did not see what the call was. A legal procedure against them. So, and it's going to be, I believe, offsetting plays, correct. Offsetting plays. And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. Bobcats rolling here, 45-0 here.
This
live
is
on
what matters.
And also
This is beyond
live on the
X's
Bobcats
and
live stream,
O's.
operated by
This is the difference mutual
Snoop
respect
Dogg,
makes.
Snoopinator,
This is
Mr.
what
Brad
character
Newpin,
looks
always
like.
bringing the fire.
This is what
Allow
defines
Bobcats
us
to
in
watch
South
things,
Dakota.
while they're on the road and also
This
home.
is
We'll be back live here
sportsmanship.
in 60
School
seconds.
sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
102.3 for live sports broadcast. Flights Electric believes that educational activities are an investment in our youth and is pleased to be a community partner of Brookings High School. On a replay of the down, to a second down and 8 pass from Hamilton to Gutzmuller falls incomplete, bringing up third down and 8.
Back here in K-Country, 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. We're back here for the third quarter action. Hamilton, you just rolled out to his right here, threw a beautiful ball, a little bit overthrown, Delahoyt incomplete, but Spearfish again, you got to be really happy what you're seeing out of this freshman quarterback. It is 11:22 to go here in this game. 3rd and 8, Bobcats up 45-0. Spearfish driving though. They're in the Bobcat 31-yard line. Here we go, 3rd down and long. Hamilton rolls back. Is going to be sacked in the play by number 70, Caleb Lohr, with the big sack to bring up 4th down and long for the Spartans here. Caleb Lohr been everywhere, and tonight he's all that in a bag of chips tonight.
He is, yeah. He's had a great second half, backed by 2 sacks and one, I guess 3 technically, but one was offset by a face mask. So, yeah, he's a great-looking player. Only a sophomore, 5'11", 214, and he might be a player to be thinking about next year, maybe alongside Brock Longo.
You gotta imagine the Bobcats are going to be searching for a replacement, whether that's by committee or not, to replace Theobald, who sits next to Longo. Obviously, Longo being a junior, he'll be back next year. Here we go, 4th down and 17. Hamilton sits back, and it's going to be a flag in the play. False start against the offense. And know what the time it means, Otis, right now? I'm starting to think we need to start thinking a little bit more about the Papa John's player that delivers, offensive and defensive MVP of this game. So I'm going to give you in charge of the offensive MVP of tonight's game. You pick an offensive player, I'll pick a defensive player, and I also got to give the awards from last week to the coaches, so we'll get to that here in a second. 4th down and 22 now for the Spartans from their own 45-yard line. Hamilton steps back, rolls to us, and bans the play. He's going to scramble here, try to get outside, down to the 30. 25 ran out of bounds. It'll be short of a 1st down, though, and that's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for the Bobcat on offense now, as the Bobcats offense marches back in the field. The streak still remains. Bobcats still have not allowed to score.
They still haven't had a point yet.
Whoa, what was that? That was a mumble of the ages right there.
When push comes to shove, the Bobcats are going to probably escape this game without giving up points for 9 or 10 straight quarters. So really quick though, we just got some score updates for you. An 11 AA ball tonight. Obviously Brookings is up against Spearfish 45-0 with 9 minutes to go in the game. Huron is beating Sturgis 6-0. to start the second quarter. So Huron's in the lead in that game. Douglas is down 20-0 on Yankton, so they kind of pulled away slightly, the Elks. And Mitchell is up 7-0 after a quarter against So a couple of things to look out for in the next hour. Huron up 6-0 at Sturgis, and Mitchell is up 7-0 at Peter. So the away teams are kind of giving the better teams fits.
Yeah, for any other scores from Sioux Valley or any other local teams that we can keep an eye on?
Yes. So Sioux Valley's up 22-7, and just so you know, if they win that game tonight, most likely they're going to play winner. So winner is
In winner.
Powerhouse 11B school. We had a coach who stepped down earlier this year, and they're still undefeated. So had great success all year. And otherwise, Madison is up 6-0 against Dakota Valley. And 11 AAA, Sioux Falls Roosevelt is going to take it home against Watertown tonight. They're up 35-6. And Harrisburg is beating O'Gorman 8-0.
Wow, that's a huge upset because Harrisburg's had a tough year transitioning to the upper level, upper echelon of schedules. We'll talk about that here in a second. First and 10 for the Bobcats from their own 28-yard line. Coughlin at quarterback, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver off the right tackle lip, and a running back in the backfield alongside him. Coughlin sweep here to Brawlier off the left side as he navigates out to the 40-yard line, has some speed and drugged down at the 44-yard line, And that's going to be a flag in the play by the Spartans. So regardless, it's a Bobcat first down and 10 after a great run by Brawlier.
Yeah, it was a great run. It looks like it's going to be a horse collar tackle, so it's going to be another 15 added on to that one.
No horsing around, dang it.
No horsing around for Derek Brawlier. He looked kind of good on that play. I didn't know he had those legs in him.
He plays soccer, obviously, with some great tutelage in the soccer program here at BHS. Obviously, the two soccer coaches here do a phenomenal job of directioning and guiding their program. Steve Binkley and Adam Juba obviously having some great seasons this last season. Obviously, the outcome's not that they wanted losing the playoffs, but great seasons by them. Congrats to the Bobcat soccer programs. First and 10 for the Spearfish 41-yard line. Coughlin's going to be handed off to Eric Dang off the right side, and it's going to be blown dead as I'm looking for a flag in the play. And it's going to be, let's see here, a false start against the offense and marching back 5 yards. So it'll be first down and 15 from the Bobcat 46-yard line. Under 7:50 to go here in this fourth quarter. The second half has gone fast. And like I said, Coughlin's still in at quarterback for the Bobcats. First team offense of the Bobcats came out here in the first quarter, close to maybe the beginning of the second quarter. Here we go. First down and 15 from the Spartan 46-yard line. Coughlin at quarterback, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver off the left tackle side, and 1 running back in the backfield being Calderon. Calderon finding some room there, keeping the play alive, but ultimately dragged down for a gain of 1, maybe a loss of 1, depending on where they spot it. It'll bring up a second down and 13 from the Spearfish Spartan 44-yard line.
Yeah, Cash, another really quick update score-wise. Pierre has tied it up. It's going to be 7-7 with 4:49 to go in the second quarter. And Douglas has scored, so it's 20-7 Yankton with about 3:40 to go in the third quarter. So that game is not over. If Douglas can string together a couple more drives, maybe get a turnover, we could see that game getting close.
Koffel here on second down and 13 from the Spearfish Spartan 44-yard line. It's going to be a sweep to Dang. And a heck of a block by Brawlier. My word. Dang onto the 30-yard line. I've never seen a block like that in high school football. And it was a knocker of a play there. The Spearfish Spartans running back across the field. Brawlier lowered his shoulder pads and blocked the Spearfish Spartan. They're going to say it was a illegal block by Brawlier because it just looked really, really aggressive. That's a bad call. Brawlier, Otis, I wish you would have seen that. That was a block of the ages.
Yeah, I was looking at Twitter, checking scores, but I mean, it is a penalty. It looks like it was probably unnecessary roughness. He didn't need to do it, that sort of thing. But a great hit by Brawlier there. And Cash, just so you know, Douglas housed the kickoff to score a touchdown to be down 20-7. So they took 185 yards to the house.
Douglas showing some life after that Brookings Bobcat victory against them out there in Douglas. They've shown some life. Second down and 30 for the Bobcats from their own 40-yard line now. Koffel in at quarterback still. Motion man is Dang. Sweep to Dang. Same play as earlier. Dang's going to try to get outside stiff arms and brought down behind the line of scrimmage at the 37-yard line. And bring up a second down and 32 or 33 from the Bobcat 37-yard line. 5:30 to go here in this game. Bobcats going to win this one 45-0, barring any scores in the rest of this game.
Cash, I'll give you 5 seconds. Don't look at the scoreboard. It's 3rd and what? How many yards?
3rd and 32.
You looked at the board, you son of a gun. 3rd and 32. That's just a tough one to count. I wanted to see if you could do it.
3rd and 32 from the Bobcat 37-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in this game. Coughlin at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver off the left tackle hip. And the handoff's going to be to Brawlier. It bounces out of Brawlier's hands. And it's going to be a turnover on down. Spartans get the ball back off the fumbled exchange between Coughlin and Brawlier. Brawlier just didn't bring it in all the way, and he choked it up. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Spartans from the Bobcats 37-yard line. With under 4 to go in this game, this is the Spartans' last gasp of air to try to put some points on the board.
It is. And, again, that was just a little miscommunication between Coughlin and Brawlier. They've had trouble. The second-team offense has had some issues with the motion plays, the motion handoffs, and if they're supposed to keep, if they're supposed to take it, whatever it may be. But nonetheless, Spearfish gets an opportunity to end their 2020 season on a positive note here, getting the drive started on the 35 of the Bobcats.
Hamilton at quarterback, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left, and 2 running backs in the backfield with him. From the Bobcat 35-yard line, Hamilton's going to hand off to the running back and be knocked down in the play by number 70, Caleb Lohr, coming in strong, banging his head. There might not be a better Bobcat defensive lineman in the field right now than number 70, Caleb Lohr.
We've been seeing Caleb Lohr's name quite a bit in the second half, and nonetheless, he's playing for time. He's hoping to get some time in the future with this Bobcat defense, and I think he's well on his way.
Cool moment here right now. Ethan Jaden Buki, a senior, a 5'7", 240-pound senior, getting some time at no sack allowance. Hamilton goes deep and knocked away there by number 81, Eric Dang.
Dang Dungeon.
The Dang Dungeon is there, and number 10 for the Spartans, Braden Delahoyd, is a permanent resident right now. Dang's been locking him down. But I got to make mention here again, Ethan Jaden Jonke, a senior, playing his first snaps as a Bobcat football player here tonight at defensive tackle. A cool moment here for him, the senior. 3rd down and long for the Spartans, though, from the Bobcat 40-yard line. Hamilton in at quarterback, 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Motion man, the receiver, to the left side on a block. And Hamilton's going to throw out to the right side, and it's going to be caught there by Delahoyd, the freshman. A great grab there. Spearfish fans, I know it's been a tough year. But looking at your quarterback wide receiver duo in Hamilton and number 10, Delahoyd, you got to feel really good.
You do, and I think you're well on your way to having some success and stringing together some wins in future years. So you just got to trust the time. You got to wait on it a bit and just wait for Seth Hamilton to continue to develop. Wait for Braden Delahoyd and him to just continue to build some chemistry. And if they can get some line play and some guys in the backfield that can make positive runs, that's going to result in some success.
4th down and 4. Hamilton's going to hand it off to the right side, and it's going to be just short, it looks like, of the stick. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Bobcats on offense here. As they we're past the 2-minute mark here in this game. 2 minutes left to go. Bobcats at 45-0. Otis, we're going to talk about it later here, I know, but the players of the game last week we did not get enough time to talk about. The Nail and Hammer squad are doing a great job. Steve Clark, Brady Clark's father, legendary coach here in South Dakota, Hall of Fame coach who taught Brady everything he knows. I know Brady doesn't like to admit that. I'm going to give Steve that kudos. The legendary Steve Clark, one of the best guys out there, one of the best football coaches out there in his times coaching. Texted the Nail and Hammer squad are doing the job, getting the job done. So a minute 30 to go here in this game. Bobcats up 45-0. Coughl's going to do a sweep of the play to Brawlier to redeem himself. He might break it. 40, 45, 50. Brawlier jukes, still going down to the 44-yard line. Brawlier, the soccer player, showing some speed on the football field as well. 1st and 10 Bobcats from the Spearfish Spartan. As I look for where they put the ball at 44-yard line, and there's an injured Spartan down in the field. So that means we're going to take a quick break here on Cave Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. This is Cash Clark alongside me, Otis Hilbert, back in 60 seconds or less. If you want to start putting together a post-game talk, if you have any points you want to make, so you go start writing down. So I want to get out of here fast. I'm starving. Where do you want to go eat somewhere? Or you got to go home? And she can come with you. Ask her if she wants to go out. Rest some time, go to Cubby's or go somewhere, wherever you want. Or if you can just go home too. I don't really care. I can eat at home too. I have chicken nuggets and rice there. What? I can't cook, bro.
Following tonight's contest.
Bro, I want to call a state championship game so bad with you, bro. That would be. We deserve our comeback after last year. Back here in King Country 102.3, home of the Bobcats Sports Network. This is Cash Car alongside me, Otis Hilbert. A minute left to go in this game. Bobcats up 45-0. The Bobcats have 13 first downs this game compared to the Spearfish Spartans 6. Yeah, that is a game. That is a game. Spearfish 6, Bobcats 13 in terms of first down yardage. First down total, I should say. Bobcats up again 45-0. As we wrap up this game here, Coughlin at quarterback. With one receiver split out far left, two receivers back off the left tackle and right tackle hip, and behind him, Carl's going in the background. It's going to be a kneel down for Coughlin as the student section for the Bobcats continues to chant the "We Are Winning" chant, and that's going to be it. Final here from Dana J. Bobcats up 40. Bobcats win, 45-0 over the Spartans here, and this Bobcat defense continues its role of dominance, having not a lot of points scored here in close to a month. A little over a month. Bobcats are looking sharp here as we head into next round's matchup here. Again, that game will be played next Friday, live at Dana J. Stadium as the time to be announced. Most likely it'll be 6 or 7 o'clock. Otis, I know you have some scores. Take it away.
Yep, just some real score updates really quick. So Yankton is up on Douglas 47-7, so it's down to Douglas 60 for touchdown. Mitchell and Peter is still 7. It looks like 7-6. So maybe Peter's extra point. Huron's up against Sturgis Brown 6-0 at halftime. So if you're a Bobcat fan, that's the game you want to be watching close to see who the Bobcats will get next week here at Dana J. Sioux Valley's up 30-7 against Elk Point Jefferson, which is awesome.
What quarter?
7:20 going to second.
Should we want to go over the game after this game and go watch that?
You know, I got a wife to go home to. I love her dearly, and I haven't seen her all night.
Football's way more important than marriages right now. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to it, husband.
Maybe to you. You're sitting here singing. So, nonetheless, lastly, this is crazy. Harrisburg is up 28-8 over Oak Warm.
Wow.
At Oak Warm.
That's the shocker of the night. That is by far the shocker of the night.